So Stuart, the game was billed as a big game all week, and it certainly lived up to expectations. Your thoughts on what ended up being?
It certainly did. I think sometimes when you're expecting a movie to be a drab 0-0 affair, but it certainly was far from that. We're obviously delighted to pick up the 3 points. I think maybe the turning point in the games where Nick won on half time, where ultimately I thought Alloa were a better team first half, and probably would have deserved to win in front, but for us to get the goal just on half time, it changes your team talk and changes the momentum a little bit, and then we change our shape. But we knew it'd be tough. I know that the way Andy's got them playing, they're a super side, and that the league doesn't lie. They're third in the league. Well, they were third in the league for a reason, and win 5 on the spin. So any team that does that in this league is doing really well. So we knew it'd be difficult, and then we lose Luke early on in the game as well, which is a massive blow for us. There's no doubt in that. Just by how he's been playing and the levels that he's performed at. So what the rejig again then, but ultimately the guys have done brilliant to pick up 3 points on the back of a long journey last week at Queen of South with another 3 points. It's it takes us into the last quarter in a handy position. Yeah.
So you talked about you felt Alloa were the best team first half. Obviously we had a good start, a bright start. We go in front. And I did think that the turning point seemed to be a little bit with Luke's injury, and then you have to make the change, and we just seem to kind of lose our way a little bit, and then they come back into the game.
Difficult, and they're always going to have a spell because they've got too many good players. They're sharp, they're great in the middle of the park, so we knew it would be they're a handful, and I didn't expect anything else from Andy's team. So you're trying to compensate that if we can, and I thought they got the better of us. Obviously Luke going off to rejig a little bit, and we get caught the first 2 goals. I think we get caught a bit flat-footed, but as I say, we get the goal right on half-time. You're right, we start the game great with Blair. He's on fire just now, gets his goal, and he's tormenting him every time he's getting the ball near the box. So we were just trying to get him the ball if we could, but then he seemed to get starved of it, and then they come into the game, and ultimately you go into all and we change it a little bit. But it got a little bit nervy towards the end, even with the sending off. It didn't seem to have a huge effect on the game. They were still well in the game, and also equalised with 10 men as well.
Yeah, it's often the case, isn't it, when you're playing against 10 men, sometimes it can be harder to do than playing against 11, and kind of, as you say, I felt we did get maybe a little bit nervy just towards the end in that sort of situation, but I suppose it's about how you manage that, and it's how the defence kind of stands up.
We probably need to manage the game better. I think the amount of balls we gave away in the middle of the park in that last 50-minute spell is too many, especially when you've got the extra body, so it just needs a bit of composure. Obviously Midge brings that to you anyway, but other ones have got to keep the ball, just need to keep the ball better as a team, and it allows us to go up the pitch. Because I thought when we went with the 2 that we gave them problems, and that was the plan, was to try and get in behind them with the pace of Webby and the pace of Kane. It certainly worked for us at the start of the second half, no doubt about that.
Yeah, and Webby pops up at the end.
Brilliant. The great thing again is that your front 3 score. Webby, Blair and Kane all score in the game, so we're delighted with that. No doubt about that. An old fella getting a goal as well, Sean. So, and a great header. So yeah, anytime you score 4 goals, it's always good. But we'll certainly not get carried away. Maybe we got a wee bit fortunate today, got a couple of breaks at the right time. But we'll dust ourselves down, we'll get the boys in Tuesday, because we know we can actually play better than that. But we'll come up against a really good side, and I think we'll certainly be, maybe not fortunate, maybe not the word, but certainly to nick the 3 points was an excellent performance and a great result at the end of it. Right?
Yeah, and a good opportunity. You managed to bring on young Alex, who signed on yesterday. Your thoughts on that?
He came on. It's always a bit hectic by the time he comes on the game, and then he's playing in one position. He's playing as a lone striker for us, which isn't what we're going to be looking to play on. But yeah, he's an exciting prospect, along with Ben and Harry and the younger ones. He knows exactly how to play the football, the game. There's no doubt about that. We'll look to play him as an attacking midfielder or up front as a second striker. That's the plan with him. But yeah, we're delighted with him. He trained with us probably about 6-8 weeks now. Looks the part. Looks like a footballer. So exciting times for him. We just hope that he kicks on from it, and we'll see how he goes from now at the end of the season.
Yeah, good. And we talked about Luke having to come off injured. Any kind of update on how he is?
Not yet. We're hoping it's not too bad, but it'll obviously be assessed once the swelling goes down, and we'll see with that, because that would be a big blow. Obviously the window's closed now, and we're losing Kerr for a long stint. We're hoping Luke's not going to be out too long.
Cool. Since we last spoke, we've had 2 away games,
Mhm.
tough away games. Midweek fixture against Falkirk, and then last weekend, obviously the game that was live on the telly at Queen's. Your feelings and thoughts on them?
Falkirk they're just better. They're the best team in the league for a reason. There's no question of that. I thought they were excellent on the day, and we held our own for we're part of the game, and we're in. As long as it was 2-0, we were in the game, but we didn't create enough to give them a fright as such, and they'll win the league. I don't think there's any doubt in that, unless something changes dramatically. But they're a right good side. They've got a big crowd at home. It's a Tuesday night coming on the back of Saturday for us as well, so it's a tough fixture for us. So certainly if we'd taken anything out of that game, it would have been a bonus. And then we travelled down the long journey down for the night game at Queen's, where I thought the first half was not a lot in the first half. They're going ahead. Obviously there's a decision at half time that everybody could see for themselves, and sometimes it can go either way for you. Either come out and your heads are still all over the place a little bit, or you come out and do what we did. And I thought second half the response to that was outstanding, and we deservedly won the game. And I thought again Blair's second half was unplayable at times in that game, and Graham sticks away 2 penalties. So a long journey, and that's just to pick up 3 points here, and then today's just you can't give enough credit to the boys for digging out a result. Sometimes we're maybe not at our best, but when they have that unity about them, and we spoke about that before the game, and self-belief, that it certainly goes a long way at certain times.
So that today's game brings quarter 3 to an end. I'm not sure if you know, we picked up 15 points quarter 1, only picked up 10 points quarter 2. That takes us to, I think, 17 points for the quarter, so the best quarter so far. Fantastic.
I think, what's that? That's 15 points out of 18, which is all credit to the boys. There's no doubt about that, what they're giving us. And we've got injuries along the way. Our squad's been a little bit threadbare at times, but we'll keep working. We'll keep striving to get fitter, and we'll certainly see what the exciting last quarter brings. But it starts next week at Cove, which haven't beat Cove this season yet. So it would be, well, apart from the cup game, I think. But it would be nice to go up there and get a result. But again, not be easy at a full-time club. Come off the back of another winter day. I think they play on Tuesday night, so I'll probably go up and get a look at them Tuesday night just to see what we need to do for Saturday to prepare ourselves. But it's exciting. We're at the right end of the table, which is always a bonus when the league's as competitive as it is. For us to be where we're at is all credit to the boys and the rest of the staff to get us to where we've got us.
Perfect. Thank
Cheers,
you.
Brian.
Well done, Dave.